Yo, what's up guys, it's Tricken, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing what I believe to be the top 10 best charms currently available in the R6 marketplace. I will be uploading daily R6 marketplace and gameplay videos, so if you guys are interested in that kind of content, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe down below as it really helps out the algorithm. But yeah, I'm going to be doing daily content on this kind of stuff, so if you're interested in that, make sure you stick around. But yeah, let's get into it. Coming into number 10, we have the flag charms. Now, in the shop, you can only purchase two of these, which is the flag of Japan and the flag of Britain. However, I do have the flag of France, and I have seen the flag of the United States, so I'm assuming that there's lots and lots of more of these that will be added once the full marketplace is released. However, currently, the only two I think that you can buy is Britain and Japan. However, this is a good charm because in the future, I think these will be more rare, and people from these countries will want to represent their countries, so the supply and demand will be definitely skewed because the population of Japan is a lot less than the population of the United States. So there's going to be more people wanting the Japan flag charm because it's not as accessible for them, if that makes any sense. But yeah, at number 10, we get the flag charms. Coming in at number 9, we have the gold operator chibis. Now, these came out in year 1, season 1, and continued all the way up until year 5, season 1, which is when Cali came out. However, they have discontinued it after that, from what I know, in the shop. So you can only get operators in this form that came out before year 5, season 2. So this is definitely a good way to display what character you like to play most, and unfortunately, they don't have all the operators, like I said, so this is kind of for older players who like to play the older operators still. However, gold is a very neutral color, so any attachment skin will look good with this, and yeah, so that's going to be number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have the 4 Aces charm. Now, this was an epic charm that came out in year 4, season 2, and this is a very, very clean charm. It is simply just 4 aces from a standard playing card deck. And personally, I think this charm would look amazing if you ran it on Ace specifically, because it's literally in the name. However, you could run this on anybody, but for my Ace mains out there, this charm is for you. Coming in at number 7, we have the 8-ball. Now, I think this is a very simple yet effective charm. It was a rare charm that came out all the way back in season 2 of year 1. So this is a very old charm that not a lot of people probably have, and I think it's just really cool. 8-ball is a very common thing in the world. That you have things like the magic 8-ball and stuff like that. So I think this is definitely just a really clean charm. Nothing too special, but definitely still really nice. Coming in at number 6, we have the Esports charms. Now, specifically the Esports charms from a couple years ago. Ubisoft made a really good feature in adding the old esports charms into the marketplace, in my opinion. So you can actually go back and buy charms from almost any team that existed all the way up until 2018, which is pretty freaking cool. So like the FaZe charm 2018 charm, this is pretty rare and it's only 120 credits. So if you like FaZe Clan and you want to rep like you're an OG, you can get this from 6 years ago. Or teams that don't even exist anymore. Like I don't see INTZ very often, or I don't see Santos Dexterity very often, so you can get stuff that people don't even know exists in this category. So yeah, at number 6, we definitely have the esports charms. Making our way into the top 5, we have the 6 invitational charms. Now, these are charms that you can only obtain if you attend the 6 invitational event, which happens every February. So you can get this in 3 ways. You can be an attendee, you can be a VIP, or you could be a player, aka a pro. So this charm is the most expensive in the game by far. However, some of them are actually cheaper right now. Like this one, which is normally going from 100,000 to 150,000, is only being sold for 75,000 by some people. Or like this one down here, the attendee of 2019, currently last sold for 21,000 or for 20,000, when in reality this thing's probably worth 30 to 50,000. So all of these charms that are worth hundreds of thousands potentially are actually down in value right now. So for my big spenders out there, if you are interested in getting these charms, either right now or June 11th, when all the players get access to the marketplace, would be your best time to get this charm. So yeah, coming in at number 5, we have this SI charms simply because of how rare they are and how hard it is to get them. Coming in at number 4, we have the operator icon charms as well as their esports counterparts, which I will be showing in a second. So these are the icons for operators that are literally just charms. So if you want to show off who your favorite character is on your weapon skin, you just throw this charm on there, and whoever is spectating you or sees you in the kill cam will see, oh wow, they really love that operator. The only downfall to this is that this stopped happening after year 1 season 4. So any operators up until Cav and Capitao are the last remaining ones that were added. So another way you can get around this is you can either get a dog tag, which is about essentially the same thing, just a little bit different. You can showcase your favorite operator. This one goes all the way up to year 3. And if you scroll a little bit, you will find these, which are even better in my opinion. These are the esports icons for the operators. So every color is a little bit different from the actual color of the operator, which I think is super cool. So like Ace is a bright baby blue, and you can find like Bandit is orange. Bandit is really cool. I think if you like Bandit, that's a good one to get. But yeah, there are several of these that you can get. I might even get the Malusi one, the Habana one. I think it's definitely really cool the way that they did this, and they should do this more often where they recolor operators. So yeah, guys, number 4 is definitely going to be all these operator icon charms for sure. Coming in at number 3, we have what I'm going to classify as the fake rank charms. Now, what I mean by that is this red charm looks a lot like a champion charm. However, since you can buy it on the marketplace, obviously it's not a champion charm. So if you want people to think that you're champion, even though you're not, which in my opinion is a little corny, but I'm not going to speak for everybody. If you do want this, you can go ahead and get the Smasher Chibi. It is pretty expensive, but there are forms of this that are red that you can get for cheaper. So if you want to get a red charm, that'll work. But in my opinion, this is the best one for it. And for diamond, what you can do is this charm. It's called Aether Vial. And it looks a lot like a diamond charm. So I think this one is a lot more convincing of a diamond charm than the other one is of a champion charm. But yeah, this one only goes for 240. And if you want to trick your friends or trick the enemies, anyone, into thinking that you're a higher rank that you're not, then this is the way to go. Now, you might get some hate for this. I personally wouldn't recommend doing this, but I know there's a lot of people who struggle in ranked that want to get those charms. So this category is for you guys. Coming in at number 2, we have the Halloween themed charms. Now, it is a little bit tricky trying to find these, so let me show you exactly what you need to do to find what I'm looking at right now. So you go to the left and click on filters, you click on charm, you click on epic and rare, and then you scroll to the bottom. You're going to want to click year 1 season 3, year 1 season 4, and year 2 season 3. The reason you see season 3 twice is because that season happens every year at the same time from September to December, which is where October falls, and October obviously is Halloween. So season 3 is always going to be the season where you'll find Halloween stuff, usually. So what I believe is really nice from this set is the Ghost Charm, which was last sold for 3,000. This is by far the rarest one. There's the Kitty Pumpkin, which just has a black cat sitting in a pumpkin, very clean. We've got the Skull. We've got the Reaper. This is actually one of my favorite charms in the entire game. I just bought this in my other video. We've got the Ghost. We've got the Spider. The Spider one is really nice. We've got the Gold Widow, which is a spider with a golden skull and body. Very cool charm right there. We've got a Spider Web. We've got Crossbones. We've got another Skull. There is a Mummy. The Mummy one is really nice in my opinion. We've got the Skating Skeleton, the regular Scully, the OG Skeleton charm. This one is really OG. This is probably the second best one in my opinion. We've got the Zombie Bunny. So yeah, there's honestly a lot of Halloween themed charms. And in my opinion, I think it would be smart to buy a couple of these and then hold them until October when people are actually going to want these charms, and which you can sell them for 2 to 4 times the price and make a profit on them. So at number 2, we have the Halloween charms. Before we get into the number 1 spot, I do want to give an honorable mention to the creator charms. Now, last Wednesday, Ubisoft made it available to purchase creator charms in the shop for like 24 to 48 hours. And in my personal opinion, they made the right decision getting rid of this because you could buy creator charms for cheaper than it was to subscribe to them on Twitch. So not only were those creators losing money, but the people were still getting their charm. So I think Ubisoft made the right decision taking it away. But while they were available, I did get the Kickstar charm. Michael Stokely, aka Kickstar, was one of the most important people in the Siege community, so it was definitely really cool to me to be able to purchase this. You no longer can get these creator charms. Like, you could get Varsity Gaming, Jinxie, Bolo, King George, anyone who currently has a charm, you could literally just go buy it in the marketplace. But they did make it to where you cannot do this anymore, hence why it's an honorable mention. But if they do add this feature back, this will by far be number one. And finally, coming in at our number one spot, we have the Rubber Ducky set. Now, I know a lot of people might be thinking, why are rubber ducks the number one spot on this list? And let me explain. First of all, when I was younger in elementary school, we would do fundraisers where we would have to sell things, and anytime you would hit a certain threshold of items sold, they would give you a rubber ducky, and there were tiers. So tier 1 through tier 6. And once you got to tier 6, that was the best ducky. That was the best one you could get. This is all so random and so stupid, but to me, this is extremely nostalgic. So I really like this. The other reason it's number one is because this is the only item I believe on this list that you can buy with renown. So for 36,000 renown, you can go into the bundles tab in the Rainbow Six Siege game itself, and you can buy these 6 rubber duckies. The 6th one isn't showing up right here, but it is just a basic one. However, these ducks are super nostalgic. There's a devil one, there's a hardcore one, an athletic one, a war general, a regular one. So the rubber duckies by far are my personal favorite charms in this game, especially considering you don't have to spend real money on them like you do for the rest of the items in this. So yeah, that is going to be the top 10 best charms you can currently buy on the marketplace. This list is subject to change, obviously, as the marketplace continues on its duration. But for right now, this is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell, all that good stuff down below. I appreciate all the support. I am Stricken. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.